Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So we are here to talk another DDG video, y'all. You know, his behavior on the internet when it comes to quote-unquote the haters is very alarming and is the reason why Halle Bailey has in place this restraining order and temporary soul and physical legal custody of Halo. Because what are we doing? What are we doing out here, you guys? So, remember I did a video, you all, about India Love and Cooking with Kaya, doing videos about how they love DDG, how he is so amazing. Even though it looked like India Love was reading from a script, you cannot tell me any different if you watch the clip. And then somebody else came out by the name of Raya Statham, and somebody else, some people from Streamer University now are like jumping on the bandwagon. They're like, DDG is not who I expected him to be. He's a really good person, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm here to tell you an upcoming court date is about to happen in June, right? So all the character witnesses and all this and that they could basically say, hey, since you do this live thing on Twitch all the time, these are your other colleagues, these are your other coworkers on Twitch that can vouch for you, that can speak to you and all this and that. And my thing is this: whether it is paid for or not, none of these women have any intimate or romantic relationships with DDG as far as we know. All we know is the intimate relationship between him and Halle Bailey. And that's how it always goes too, is when a man is not treating you right, and is not treating you the way that you need to be treated, and is disrespecting you, is manipulating you, and allegedly abusing you, of course, there's a whole bunch of women who are going to put on their capes for you, who are not romantically involved with you, who are not in a relationship with you, that are going to get on the internet and be like, he's been nothing but nice to me. He's been nothing but wonderful to me. I don't know what his baby mama talking about. I don't know what his ex-wife is talking about. I don't know what his ex-girlfriend's talking about. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It happens all the time. Y'all sit up there and want to make it seem like, oh, he doesn't treat me like whatever they're saying on the internet is not true. But I saw anger in DDG's response that would lead me to believe that this is the same type of anger that Halle Bailey has witnessed herself firsthand. There's been a couple of videos that DDG has done because he streams for several hours or whatever. One was he is thinking that something bad is about to happen to him, the other shoe's about to drop because he has had so much good stuff happening for him lately because of the success of Streamer University, right? Even though that has created a whole nother slew of mess with this India Love stuff, but that's a whole nother conversation, right? Then he does another video, basically saying that, to anybody who supports Halle Bailey or is a fan of hers or whatever else that is haters and wanting for him to fall off, that the fall off is not going to happen, that he can cure cancer. If that is the case, if you can cure cancer, DDG, why haven't you done it? Like, why do y'all just be saying the most ridiculous of things? Why do y'all do it? Why? And so then we reach the climax, right? We reach the climax of the epitome of the anger and the cursing that I saw, right? And there was this video that he did, right? Where he was pissed off that people had the audacity to think that, all these females that were coming out the woodworks, right before his court date, saying how nice he was, how he was a good person, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, nobody, I don't gotta pay any people. There doesn't have to be any PR. Well, didn't you just teach a class at Streamer University saying that you've created, fake scenarios and fake content online for clicks and views? And isn't India Love also kind of saying that this whole thing with you and her going on was for content, was to build interest for Streamer University and for people to have something to tune in, and that the love triangle between you, her, and Duke Dennis was fake news? Or is that the narrative because her sister called her out because of her history with other dudes in the industry, and she was trying to figure out, like, what are you doing? That it wasn't a good look, right? Like what is the truth? Because you just asked her to some Streamer University prom or some streamer prom that's happening, I guess, in June or whatever, talking about you don't want nobody else to ask her. And I'm like, well, who's supposed to ask her? Because it sounded like Duke Dennis dropped her. So who else was supposed to ask her? Like it's weird, but you say all that. You flip-flop on whether or not you're creating fake content or real content, but now we're supposed to believe all of a sudden all these women just randomly came out at the same time to sing your praises right before your court date, and then you go on a rant and talk about how you've got legal issues. Well, we're aware, DDG. We're aware of the legal issues, right? You go on a rant that you got legal issues, and you wanted people in the chat to put in their address to their homes because you wanted to brag about how much money you have. You wanted to brag about how much money you make, so much so that you can buy all these people's houses outright, right? Listen, if you want to cover these people's mortgages and pay off their homes, that would be great, DDG. But then you messed it up when you said that you would buy their homes and then they would have to pay you back double. No. What? No. Here's my thing, right? If you are so unbothered, if you are so rich, if you are so successful and all these things, why are you responding to every single thing? Why are you responding to every single thing that quote unquote the haters are saying? If you are living your best life and you've got all these good things happening for you, why are you going on these rants? Why are you threatening people that if they put in their home address that you're going to buy their homes and charge them double for you to sell it back to them or for them to buy it back from you or whatever else may be? Like why are we doing all of this? It is unnecessary, and all it's doing is exhibiting the behaviors and the patterns that Halle Bailey seen with you doing this unhinged nonsense. With this unhinged nonsense, when things do not go your way, when people are not singing your praises 24/7, this is the behavior you display, and you think that this is appropriate. You seem to think that this is normal, and the people are just supposed to rock with it because you're DDG. No. I saw that boxing that you did with a student, and I'm inclined to believe that that's not the first time you've done that boxing out here. I'm inclined to believe, but again, you are one of those people, whenever people put you on blast or expose you, you always want to go to, oh, I got all this money, I can shut you down, I got all this money, I can do this, I can do that. No, we don't care about your money. It doesn't erase who you are as a person. It doesn't erase your character. It doesn't erase how you treat people in private. And Halle Bailey is not the first victim, is not the first person, is not the first female that has dealt with some inappropriate stuff on your behalf. There are literally ex-girlfriends that want nothing to do with you, that have literally have completely fell off the face of the earth in order for their own safety and protection. So nonetheless, this new narrative you're trying to do is weird. And there's already receipts of you always popping up on other girls and other things that make them uncomfortable and all this and all of that. There's been plenty of receipts that this is not your first rodeo of being unhinged with some of your exes. So it's not quote unquote haters. It's you do not want to be held accountable and you do not want to take accountability. So you think cussing people out and threatening to buy people's homes and charge them double for them to buy their home back, which it wouldn't make sense for them to do. They would just move out and get someplace else. Like, make it make sense. So nonetheless, you're doing all this, you're bragging on all your money, and you are missing the root of the issue. And the root of the issue is you and your family have enabled this toxicity to where you feel you're untouchable and you're not allowed to be critiqued or criticized. Why is it that when it comes to Kai Cenat, everybody has nothing but positive things to say about him, right? Nobody is dragging him. Nobody is hating on him or anything. But anytime it comes around to you, we see this unhinged behavior all the time. And then when we call out the unhinged behavior, you get mad. Make sense. So there's that. That's all I got for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.